As we switch gears to mark your calendar this morning, joining us this morning is Amber Miller-Walker with the Picky Table. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning, Chad.
We wanted to talk to you about a new podcast that you've started called the Picky Table. What is this about?
So, through practicing about 10 years in the pediatric field, I'm learning parents are so overwhelmed with these diagnoses or delays their children are having and not knowing the resources that are available. So I've decided to bring in a podcast with tons of medical professionals, parent perspectives, to just have in-depth discussions with organizations or even a diagnosis or treatment options that are available to kind of give parents a little bit more availability to topics and techniques that are out there for their children.
Talk to us a little bit about what you think the need is you hope this program addresses.
You know, and you've told everyone that you have a special needs child.
Right.
Did you get a handbook of how to deal with her?
No, it's more like people have advice, and when problems come up, we sort of like go in that direction. Right. But I don't think there can possibly be a handbook for a kid with special needs. No. I've heard this said about autism is that if you've met one kid with autism, you've met one kid with autism. So there can't be a set way for special needs in all cases.
But at the same time, there is still so much information out there, and knowledge is power. And I read a quote yesterday of a parent saying, I just want to go at home, when I go home at night, I want to be able to know that I've explored all options for my child. And so I want to be able to just let people know every availability that there is. And it's to the point where I've been practicing for 10 years and there's still stuff coming up. People call and say, hey, can we come speak? And I'm like, I didn't even know that was available for any of these parents. And it's not just parents of more severe and medically fragile. What if your child has dyslexia? What if they have a little bit of anxiety or OCD? I'm bringing in professionals to discuss all of these topics. So your child with any unique disability or just a little bit of a deficit is going to have, there's going to be a topic that we can discuss.
So what are the topics you think that are most important to parents of special needs kids?
Well, just next week, I'm bringing in a specialist to discuss writing an IEP. That is so crucial.
What is an IEP?
An individualized education plan that you need when you start school. I've already had speakers come in to talk about life in the NICU. I have mental health specialists coming in to discuss the anxiety, grief, OCD. I have mom panels that are coming in to discuss.
My wife is doing one of those,
I'm excited, yes. My plan for the mom panels is to give someone to relate to. I walk through not an event with a child, but an event of a loss of a husband. And after it happened, I just wanted to be able to relate to someone else who had already been in my journey. So this mom panel should be able to open the door and give everyone the ability to relate to someone who's ever been in it. Or say you don't have a child yourself, but your friend does. This is to help other people relate to a family who may be in a similar situation.
All right, Amber Miller-Walker joining us to talk about the Picky Table, her new podcast. You can check that out. It's out now, correct?
Yes, all right. 3 episodes, iTunes, Stitcher, anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, that's where you're going to find it.
All right, thank you for joining us for this edition of Mark Your Calendar.
Now, meteorologist